Okay, just as you can see, hopefully, I've just done some test footage of the camera angle from the front of the bike. As you can see, I stuck a sucker on there. It's going nowhere. It's pretty solid. I want to put a clip from my drift on the rear of the bike. I only have the flat one left because obviously I put the curved one on the helmet. So I need to invest in some more curved ones possibly, but unfortunately the sucker mount I was going to mount on top of the tank to try and get a clearer view over the clocks for the track day, but unfortunately I have some decals on the top of the tank, obviously standard factory ones going on unleaded fuel, and I've also got a data tool or data tag decal on there, so it's not a smooth airtight seal, so it won't stay on. But the front of the bike has a nice little flat panel that's just doing the job. So I need to invest in some more clips. I'm going to try and stick the clip just underneath the rear seat. As I'm going to Snetterton, most of the corners are right hand corners, so for sort of right turn action and knee down kind of stuff, the right hand side of the bike would be best. Not quite sure what's going on up here. I haven't been up here for a long time. New drains possibly, but the traffic is mental. I hope they're going to fix all this before summer. This looks like it's going to suck arse. Just a quick update on the bike and everything. Anyone's asked about at the moment whether I've had the bike rejetted since fitting the Dan Moto cans. It's a suggested modification, although not actually necessary. I don't always have these cans on, as I will be doing track days, and these are obviously well over 102 decibels for the Snetterton limit and several others. Some tracks in the UK are even as low as, I think, 95, 97, what they call a quiet day, and then you have noisy days, which is 102. The standard cans will do that. So at the moment, as mentioned in my first vlog, I am heavily considering a new bike, or new to me, sort of a 2004, 2005 sort of era bike. I'm looking at, obviously, as I say, the Ducati 749, the Suzuki GSXR 1000 K3, the R1 underseat exhaust, radial calipers, etc. The Fireblade 1000 Fireblade, or CVR 1000 RR as you call it in the States. You don't call it Fireblade over there for some reason. Also the ZX10, which is kind of that, and the R1 is my preference. I've always liked Quackers. Even though I owned a ZZR 600, I always liked the ZX7s, always fancied one. Just wish it was a bit more powerful. Front ends are amazing. Kawasaki's renowned for their front ends, and the ZX10 is where you want a good front end. So I really like the ZX10. I'm not overly keen on the Kawasaki green. I would prefer blue, because I have blue leathers. I don't want to be too gay in colour match, but it would be a nicer colour. And also the black would look pretty stealthy, although I don't think it would matter if thinking, oh, it's dark, no one would see me, because people don't bloody look anyway. So So that's the 6 bikes. Oh, and the Aprilia RSV 1000R or factory. So obviously the Gen 2 as they're called. I'm doing my research. I'm reading up on all the vehicles, and any good points, bad points, what to look out for, etc. I do like to do my research. So today I was just been testing camera angles basically. I read up on the stickers. It says that I should mount the sticker clip thing onto the whatever and allow it to cure for 24 hours. So it's still pretty cold. It's Valentine's Day, but it's still pretty cold. What a beautiful Doberman. Oh, I used to have a Doberman. I love Dobies. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and it's had its ears cropped, which is illegal in this country, as well as a tail cropping on now, I believe. The tail and ears have been docked on that bike, that dog. There's a lot of traffic, and it's late afternoon. I have to work this evening. I've got to go and feed all those couples. Now this will be an interesting test. Up ahead, I've already can see I have a police car, and as you know, these Dan Motors are very loud, and so I'm going to see if I can squeeze past. I've been on this bike 6 months now, and I've come across 4 or 5 police vehicles in traffic and just driving along, and not even had a dirty look. I think it was December. It was the December. I was in traffic and I was behind a police car, and he actually sort of stuck his hand out and waved to me past. And I thought, here we go. Yeah, you want to check out my number plate or something? But yeah, it was an X5, so obviously traffic. That's a beast of a truck, isn't it? And yeah, nothing. No, couldn't give a shit. I've cut through, past police cars. I've overtook them in traffic several times. Never had any issues with the cans. I don't know if it's an issue these days. I've been riding since early 90s, and it was a stigma back then. And sort of recently, sorry, I'm trying to vlog and drive right at the same time. It was a stigma back then to have noisy pipes. With a lot of big EU laws coming in, EU was getting very heavy influence in motorbikes, and the Euro, Martin Bangman, I believe, was the guy back in the day, and he was coming up with all sorts of preposterous rules and regulations that he wanted to implement, and one of them was obviously the noise limit, and I believe it was around 89 decibels back then. And I remember Performance Bikes magazine, or someone of that similar ilk, they did a test, and they got a motorcycle up to I think about 80 miles an hour, and they went past a sound meter, dB meter, and the bike was hitting 86 decibels, and the engine wasn't even on. To put it into context, you know, about how loud the bike is, i.e. exhaust loud, it's not the exhaust, it's road noise, it's the tyres. So it's an interesting concept about noise. I have obviously no cans on this, and I think a V-twin, it gets away with it. Right, so this is a 40 mile an hour road, and we're doing 30, so technically I can overtake. And this guy is sort of squeezing over, but let's do it. Let's get behind the police car. We're not quite doing 40. Obviously filtering in the UK is legal, thank fuck. So just to prove it, I am going to go through this side. And then I'm going to go through this side. I feel sorry for guys in the States that filter is illegal. I think Canada and various other places. You know, the whole argument of it is, you know, that we can cut through traffic and not get in anyone's way. So I'm a great believer in loud exhausts. Lots of people like the bike, lots of people look around and hear it. It's a nice sound. That's why I love the V-twins. The sound, it has this rumble at low revs and burbling through towns and villages or cities, and then it has this throaty scream at higher end. Not like a 4 where you seem to have like a petulant child, you know, that's discovered its voice. That to me is what it's like. I prefer the baritone, the manly deep voice. Another copper up ahead. Let's filter. And we check here, that's all good. This is Transport Police, traffic enforcement, there you go. Oh, this is getting cosy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go this way. This is usually what it's like in Norwich. This part of the city, the outer ring road. And then can we get moving? Okay, so we're all going to go through a red light. Little baby there staring at me in the car. Just like to see it through the tinted windows. No, you're not going to wave? No? They wave back, yeah! That's it. I like to do my little PR bit, you know, make bikes friendly, make people aware of them, make people realise we're about. As I said in my other vlog, I like to sort of wave at people for letting me past. Because I think it's only fair, otherwise they won't do it with other people. Oh yes! Oh yes! Sorry, I have a terrible habit of doing kill switch pops. That's the only good thing about a carburetted bike. Get the looks, I think it's fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm a bit childish. But hey, I'm an entertainer. Again, if you get people that realise and think and appreciate that you're about, they'll think about other bikes. There are a lot of people that are driving around with blinkers on, and you know, I'm a car driver too, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I've been driving for the last 12 years without a bike, so I can understand from a car driver's point of view what you can see, how much lower you are, field of vision, blind spots with your A, B and C pillars of the car. I get it. Bikers sometimes need to think about what position they sit in and not keep moving around. One minute you're right behind the car so they can see in your rearview mirror, and next minute you're out to the left or the right, you know, they can only see in the wing mirror and they think you're gone, and that's just dangerous. Be safe.